Okay, I just got to make sure that everything is live and I am live everywhere where I need to be live. Let me just make sure that we are running. Welcome, everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is George Mokwena. I am your host, and this is a special presentation because, like I always say, on this channel, on this platform, we love South African football, we love African football, and every now and then we go into Europe, and now we've got the best of two worlds, local and African, because we've got the big game right now in the world has to be Mamelodi Sundowns versus Pyramids FC, a game that ended 1-1 at home at Loftus. It ended 1-1. Oh, wow, reblocking virus. At Loftus, it ended 1-1. And now Pyramids comes into this game with a little bit of an advantage. Away goal rule, like we all know, is still active in the CAF Champions League. Unlike what we saw in the Champions League last night, guys. Last night, just it for Europe, like man. How do you, as Inter Milan, lose 5-0? Anyway, these two teams have met 3 times. They've been 2 draws, 1 win for Sundowns, and nothing on Pyramids' side in terms of wins. But because of the away goal rule, they don't necessarily have to win. Then, of course, Mamelodi Sundowns on its side in the last 5 games, they've got 1 draw and 4 wins. The last game out was the 1-1 draw versus Pyramids, and before that they beat Makesi 2-0, and before that Bati 3 cheaper, Bati 3 stellies, Bati 3 cheaper again, cheaper, conceding 3 goals versus Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm sure Masandawana, you'll be hoping that they can do something similar here.
Okay. Once, twice,
3 times, damn it!
Masandawana, 3x3. Are we getting another one here? Starting lineups, you have Williams in goal. You have Lebusa Kekana Mudawu Mudiba. You have Mokwena Allende, Adams, Ribeiro, Matthews, and Reyners. That is starting lineup for Mamelodi Sundowns. Then, of course, Pyramids, on the other hand, has goalkeeper Ahmed El Shanawi. They've got Ahmed Sami. They've got number 3, Mahmoud Mari. They've got 15, Mohamed Chibi, who was a little bit of an issue last time. They've got number 21, Mohamed Hamdi. Number 14, Mohanad Lashin. They've got 8, Blati Tori. 18, Walid El Karti. 31, Ahmed Atef. 10, Ramadan Sobi, and then of course the man that everybody is afraid of. Everyone is afraid of him, Fiston Maele. Number 9 is Frontline. Now Pyramids is number 2. They finished their league number 2. Pyramids, of course, coming number 2 to Ahly. How it works in Egypt, how they've done it for this season, is that they're going to do a run of games, round robin of games. Then they separate the 2 teams. They separate the 2 sides of the log. The bottom half and the top half. Bottom half play for relegation. Top half play for the cup. Pyramids, of course, played for the cup and lost, unfortunately, to Ahly. So they were fighting 2 fronts. Number 1, they were trying to get more points deducted from Ahly going into this game. And then number 2, they had to play midweek. They had to play Masandawana. You guys think the PSL is bad when they make you play every 3 days. Pyramids literally had to play a league game in the week of a CAF Champions League final. How fair or unfair is that? And do you think that that's going to play into this game? According to what CAF is saying there on the screen, Pyramids is playing a 4-4-2, which is kind of weird. I don't trust these things because on the other side they say Sundowns is playing a 5-3-2 and Adams is striking with Matthews. Something off lapa. It's not what it's meant to be or how they're meant to play, but we'll see how the game goes on. I need to know there in the comments, guys. There in the comments, I need to know.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
Where are the emotions taking us? Where are we betting? What is the score going to be? How do you guys feel the score is going to end up? I said the word. Anyway, 3 minutes in. Let's see what can happen here. Evening OTN members, I'm scared. Sherin says she's scared.
Oh, Kakaze.
What Kakaze? Why you Kakaze, my brother? Relax.
Why you Kakazeling? Sherin, relax. Go D. Okay, Mamelodi Sundowns, of course, comes into this game with a little bit of work to do. Obviously, they have to overturn this away goal that has been scored. I personally, I am happy to see RMR back. I am happy to see Sales on the bench for at least this game. And Sundowns going with a front three that is going to be Ribeiro, Matthews, and Reynolds. I want to see Ribeiro back into the 10 where he belongs before we get to Tshwane coming in. That's going to be very interesting. Another battle is going to be the left and the right wings because the Pyramids has lined up with a very attacking back line and mid. That means that they've got basically double wing on both sides. The wing back is the winger. They're going to be pushing to try catch Mudiba out, to try catch Mudawa out on the other side. But it does offer the opportunity for Matthews, for Matthews and Reynolds, if they play traditional RMR, to take advantage of those spaces that will be left behind and get into those spaces on the counter. As we can see, come on. Relax, boy. Relax, boy. Relax, boy. Okay, guys, please don't forget to tata scream as much as possible. And rumelang the gift, guys. Rumelang the gift. It is a South African team that is in the final. So obviously, we're going to be supporting Sundowns. We're going to be supporting Sundowns. Hopefully, they come back in it. But if you guys mess up, how dear? Yeah. Okay, I'm a Sundowns fan. Oh, people are kakazeling, man. Why are you kakazeling? Gold. Oh. Gyaliwe empilweni, guys. Gyaliwe empilweni. No, sorry, I can't support them. Says since all the best Pyramids. Oh, GNU.
The GNU will not last long.
Guys, why are we treating this like we're in Trump's office? We can't be in Egypt fighting each other there, man. How? GNU, even a final. We need a second star, guys, for the country. All right, guys. As a country, we only have 2 stars. At our big age, at our big age with our beautiful football, quote unquote, we only have 2 stars, and you guys don't want to support the only team that can go get us another one. GT says not be throwing the kitchen sink. Malume Kutu says, am I the only one seeing Ronza's side is dark? I can't Malume Kutu, they call it the dark arts. That's why they call it the dark arts, because he's dark in the side of the stadium. But it is interesting that you do bring it up. It does look like the lighting on that side is not proper at the 30 June stadium over there in Egypt. Let's see, maybe Kim Shiga Wabon, man. Maybe Kim Shiga Wabon. On the point that GT was making, I don't think you should throw the kitchen sink. I think this game is for Sundowns to just play within themselves. I think it's going to be a patience game. The CAF Champions League, I win because you're going to win 5-0 like PSG did to Inter Milan. You don't win it that way. You win it through patience. You win it through taking advantage of any errors that are made. If Sundowns pushes too hard, it might not be a good game for them, seeing as Pyramids does have goals in them. It's one of the highest scoring highest scoring teams in African football right now. Case in point, the last game that they played versus Ceramica, which they won 5-1. In the last 5 games, they've got 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. So this is a dangerous Pyramids team that is very different to normal Egyptian teams. Normal Egyptian teams sit back, relax. They try and wait you out. And this Pyramids team doesn't have breaks. Ochelo, Coach Wateng, before the game started, that he's going to be going for a goal early. He's going to be pushing to try get something very early on in order just to destabilize Sundowns, because he also said that Sundowns plays the same way. Masandawan. I think Sundowns plays the same way. I can't support them. Wada Sundowns don't park the bus. What is that 5-3-2? No, it's on paper. They say it's a 5-3-2, but we know it's not. No, you don't see Real Madrid fans supporting Barca or Menu, supporting City. No, it's a rival. Guys. Patriotism, guys. Patriotism. Let's go Masandawana. After the country thing, they'll be shoving a star in our faces. They must lose. You guys are the worst. You guys are the worst. Okay, 9 minutes in. It's been relatively calm. Sundowns, I think, doing the job that we expect them to do, just controlling the game a little bit. Here comes the break. Oh, play the ball. Play the ball. Reynolds is right there. Oh. Is that Ribeiro was in the 10 there? Play the ball, man. Let Reynolds run. So already, what we're seeing is that there's that back four, and then we're seeing the left and the right-hand side pushing up a little bit. Now, I'm expecting RMR to start their runs from central out instead of going from outside in, and not all the way out to the wing. But if you look at the spaces that Reynolds is trying to get into up there, I think that's going to be the key for this game and how to get them free. It's just that Ribeiro must hold himself from selling fish. It's always a decoy run to the wing that's ignored. The pass is played to the middle. Yeah, Reynolds was open. Reynolds was open. The pace, one through ball. And the pace would have done something there. Not like that. Not like that. Okay, Mudiba with his ball watching Ganjani, says Lee. Even Jose says Sundowns plays the same way. Fandenom says Pyramids are more confident than our boys. You know why? Pyramids understands themselves. They know themselves. They're not trying to be smart. They're just playing the football they've been playing the entire season long. Yeah, there's a confidence in knowing that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, which is something that I thought Miguel Caruso was doing in the first leg. But to be fair to Miguel Caruso, that 1-1 came from one moment. One moment changed everything. If he had won that game 1-0, we'd be calling him a genius right now. Oh, far post. Oh, wow. Oh, Brie. Was it offside? We saw the French supporting PSG yesterday. At least it's not pirates here. We would suffer from noise pollution, says Butlali. Mtanen says Caruso doesn't believe in parking the bus. No, don't get me wrong. Don't park the bus. But compose yourselves in possession and wait for the moments. The moments will come. The moments will come. That Mudiba side is not sitting well with me, says GT. Vala and Suarez are needed. Vala and Suarez, to me. We're 11 minutes in. Why are you shaking, Chief? Why are you shaking? Pyramids believes in crosses, says Bafana. Almost a chance there for Pyramids. To me. Suganje when you are already feeling the heat. Suganje. Okay, here we go. Here comes Sundowns, also playing very wide. Very interesting. I don't think I'd like to see, okay, at least, I don't think I'd like to see Mudiba all the way up there, if I'm being 100% honest. To be fair, Pyramids hasn't really attacked like that. Mudiba is a -1 for Tepiso, and he's pushing up. I would have loved to see Lunga there. Mudiba is our weakest link now. When I talk,
Is there
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
when I talk about players, let me tool. You know, guys, the ref, by the way, is 32 years old, which is very interesting that he's taken over this game. We do have VAR. So, Masandawana, please relax. VAR is available. It is there. Let's not stress too much. Am I the only one who hates the final being 2 legs? Africa, papa. Africa. Why do things like the Europeans? Evening, you see cheating by the Pyramids. Williams poles are dark. And there's artificial wind. Guys, can we get artificial wind for our stadiums too? Mudawu will have a busy game, says Hopa. OT, when I also talk, they say you don't know football. Up the Pyramids, says Kawe. Kawe. Up the Pyramids for what, Chief? I prefer Lunga. Mudiba is this thing of taking uncalculated risks. Yeah, he loses himself a little bit, but I mean, I understood it a little in the first leg because maybe you try and overload the middle so that you can stretch it out and stop the wingers from having a free reign up and down. Mara, I don't know if inverting is the answer for this game. Ow, wabafana. There's those free kicks that they work on. Reina's unable to hold it. He should have fell. He should have fell. He should have fell. Maybe if he fell there, he could have watched VAR. But it reminds me of when I press triangle, come mistake, goalkeeper call. He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to be there. Question for the comments. Hoto or Modiba? Hoto, Modiba. Who would you pick in your team? Check the half darkness will follow Williams. I'm actually waiting to see what they're going to do in the second half. May the gods of football protect, says Asanda. He's just asking for help there. Here comes the corner from Pyramids. Can they get something from here? Sundowns does struggle a little bit from high balls, but they deal with that one very well. Oh, whoa, shot. But Uvalo, the nerves. Mphetho uvalo, guys.
Bathi ukusheka ngesulu njalo.
Oh, khakhaze.
Waqaqasela, why you qaqazeling, my brother? Relax.
I'm seeing the Sundowns fans saying Modiba. I'm seeing other people saying Hoto all day. Modiba is much more offensive. Would rather have him, would rather have had Lunga in the match. Morena says Sundowns news. I'm tatazeling now, says Koran. Guys, why are you taking, guys? I know it's a final. I know. Mara, your Mamelodi Sundowns. What happened to the mighty Mamelodi Sundowns, eh? How? Tshwaranang ka matsoho. Are jwalo Tate Motsepe. Jwale le tshwarana jwang? Ha le tjheka kaofela man. Ay. Bonk says keep it up. Pyramids Lutando, thank you so much for the rose. 16 minutes in. A very tense game. Very tense game. I don't see this one getting more than one goal, if I'm being 100% honest with you. It depends on who scores it first, obviously, but I don't see this game having a lot of goals, to be honest. But I said the same thing. OT is 30 seconds ahead. 30 seconds ahead. How, guys? Linaki Shebile, if you want to watch the game, it is available on SS202, SSPSN, because the PSL is done. You can watch it here. Then, of course, SABC 3, it's also available, which means if you want to watch it for free, SABC Plus, the app, sabcsports.com, and then, of course, the SABC Sports Facebook pages where you can watch it for free, mahala. If you want to catch it here, if you can watch me here, you can watch it there for free. So please, guys, don't ask me. I don't have access. I don't have money. I can't even dream of the type of monies that you need to host to own these rights. So I can't show you the game, unfortunately. I don't see Shushan and Piano says Lincoln. Butali says Rehemerich. IA Santos. Do you see how Pyramids of the checking says Neo? They're going to buy time, buy fouls. Lol, it's going to be a long game. So are we not expecting 5? Yesterday was a joke. Dumi says a red card loading for Modiba. Buck says, I'm a Paris fan. I wish Sundowns win. There we go, Bucks. Thank you, Bucks. How? It's about the Pyramids, guys. How long have you been a fan of Pyramids? When it was still Al Aisut. How long have you been a fan of Pyramids? Being fans here. Oh, Tio. Ngiyakwazi wena nge-icon ye-pyramid. Number 1 fan. Tie the lever. Oh.
I'm scared, but I'll tie the lever.
You're scared by tie the lever. Biggest hate watches in action. Kone Chorena says Prince. Wutlali says Inter deserved nothing. 5-0 in the final is nonsense. Chichi says Kanti rekora na komang. Let's kora 90 plus 2. Let's kora 90 plus 2 kadi last minute. Let's celebrate. Hooray. I'm liking the press from Sundowns. They're not allowing Pyramids to really get up the pitch as easily as they had been getting up the pitch in the first leg. I think Pyramids looked a lot more dangerous in that leg goal of us. But over here, they've been quiet a little. Sundowns forcing them to play those high balls. Oh, here comes 15. Here comes 15. He overruns the ball. Hey, Sundowns. Sundowns. I was going to say, if you don't play it back to Williams there. Proud fan of Pyramids since 2018, says Butlali. Buck says, Buck says money must come, bro. It helps strengthening economy and stuff. Drop off your membership card at Ren Stadium tomorrow morning. Bucks, man. Bucks who favor the Bucks. So mutugeleng. That icon Pyramids will soon disappear. It's just a matter of time. Wise Path says, I think they are wrong by benching Shalulile. He's a fighter. Interesting, Wise Path. Because what I've noted is that Shalulile doesn't necessarily fit with these guys, although he does work very hard, right? So the fluidity of Matthews, Reyners, and Ribeiro is really tested when Shalulile is also involved. So would you say that maybe Sundowns is waiting for a transition opportunity, a counter-attack, for them to take advantage of the pace of that front three, similar to what they've been doing in the league all season? Or do you need a fighter like Shalulile? And how do you get the ball up to him? Is it a situation where you slow the ball down and then play it to him late? I don't know. But let's see what's going to happen here. There goes Sundowns in a back five. Press up, boy. Press up, boy. Press up, boy. There we go. Well done. That's a nice press. I think they're wrong by benching. Sorry, man. Pyramids are defending their leads as songs. That would be that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. If you don't play the way that you normally play, the last thing you want to do is to give Mamelodi Sundowns confidence. The last thing. And you don't necessarily need to score. You just need to show that you can be dangerous. Here comes Pyramids on the attack. Hey. Who? Stagnating.
Bafana, man. What?
Yo. Pyramids finding their breakthrough on the left-hand side. Ball played in, deflected ball played in. Fistenmaier not able to find the right angle. Guys, high balls are the undoing of Mamelodi Sundowns. Can you keep Modiba in this game for the whole game? Can you? I don't know. Hey, thoughts on the new Club World Cup? It's interesting. I'm not feeling it as I thought I would be feeling it. You know, CAF. Maybe we'll feel it in America. Can't you make something happen? I'm not feeling like I thought I'd be feeling it. I think there isn't that much excitement. A lot of the talk has been about the number of games. I mean, Mamelodi Sundowns has now played the most games in a season of any team ever in South Africa, and they're still going to go play the Club World Cup. I believe they've played 54 games this season. So you can already tell that it is a long, frustrating season. Oh, my ele.
Kasongo, yeah. Mobali nanga. Kasongo, mbona wewe.
Yeah.
Is there anyone to finish me completed? I'm tired of this constant heartbreakation.
Kekana was caught out twice. So these guys finish. This is not the PSL. These guys finish. Yeah. Maybe we can blame it on playing in the shade there. Playing in the shade there by Ronald Williams' goal. But Pyramid has been able to score their goal. That man Fiston Mayele. Look at where he starts his run. Oh yeah, and then mistake. Oh Grant. Oh Nkosiami, Grant.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Ziyakhala and is a loudspeaker and I couldn't do it off. I don't couldn't do it off. I ziyakhala ke manje. Ziyakhala ke manje.
Oh, ziyakhala ke manje. Ziyakhala ke manje. Of course, Sundowns would still need to score a goal in order to make sure that it's a draw game. And obviously 2 goals to win. But right now, on aggregate, Pyramids is leading Mamelodi Sundowns 2-1 as it stands right now. But when it rains, it pours, says Umtandeni. Nogutle says goodbye to the star. What did I tell you guys? Says Pilani. Oh, Kekana is Amvala. Oh, Kana. Oh. It had to be some. Mudiba, relax, Acho. You're already on Bobo on the left-hand side. Why are you fighting? Hey, coach. Coach, I clap a mucho. Focus, Wena. Okay, so as it stands, 1-0. Mudiba must go out, says Van der Norm. Fistos Mayele. Oh, so Fistos? Yeah, Prince. Nimbiza Fistos, man. As if he's going to come to Soweto. But anyway, it's a wrap. Aborena Song scored 2 goals. Clear the ball. Grant Mudiba is a problem. Pyramids is letting Sundowns attack them. Then they run them on the counter. But let's switch off the TV. Why are you switching off the TV? Oh, yeah.
Hayi wabe kuukuthi ke sesivukela khona ke futhi sayophinda futhi sizame asipheli moya sizama kuze kulunge ngoba sini
Aw zamani futhi nibe right man but
There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on. Euphoria, why do you blame me for this? You can't blame me. Guys, I'm not in Cairo. I am in South Africa. I am in my living room. Why am I getting blamed for what's happening with Sundowns? Mtlucheleng, please. Coach Calvin says I'm happy now. Kekana must go out as well. Hey, Lebza. Well, okay, Lebza. To what you're saying, what does this do mentally to a player? We saw them hugging each other when Reynolds missed. Do you think that it's time to take out Kekana? Or should be an Bree. Bree. We'll see what happened in Germany, says Story 88. But he hate watch successful, says Unduwa, guys. Sabat Mudiba, the main problem is him here.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
I said this. Mudiba, you don't bring Mudiba in for these games, man. He actually hasn't played with RMR, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think Mudiba has played games with RMR. You need a solid defense. So how many goals must Sundowns score now? No, they just need the 1. If they score the 1, they tie the game. It goes into extra time. If they score 2, then they're able to win the game. So it's not bad, guys. It's not bad. Yeah, Oti, I'll wait for halftime to... Why are you cooking me, Euphoria? Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I said, leave. I'm just a guy. Ribeiro was hit hard. User says, I don't know why people are surprised. We all knew this would happen. Maele was saving his goals for the home game. Look. Oh, hey, Aubrey. There's no one that scares me like Aubrey. There's no one that scares me like Aubrey in that defense. Guys, when is Sundowns going to fix that left-hand side of the defense? It's been a problem since Suarez. It's been a problem since Butoil. It's been a problem with Mudiba. Alright, guys. Lunga does the job. Why isn't Lunga getting a start here? But anyway, it is what it is. 28 minutes in. Pyramids is leading 1-0, which means on aggregate they're leading Sundowns 2-1. Guys, Abantu bayokhala. It's gonna be.
Father God, send help. It's
Father God,
tough.
send help. Oh, Father God, send help. I can't play that song now. I can't play that song now, please. I can't. I can't know. Here comes Pyramids again on the counter. Here comes Pyramids again. Sundowns is disorganized. Sundowns is disorganized. No, offside. That's offside, ref. It has to be offside. Oh, it's not. Okay. Another cross played in. Fiston Maele not able to get his head onto that ball strong enough. Jaden Adams, quality player. Guys, come on, it's still too early, says numerated denominator. Please tell them. Like he says, helicopter football. You need to play helicopter football sometimes. You guys don't like helicopter football. You don't like helicopter football. No, helicopter football, yes, man. Right there. To the air. Sundowns is playing like Chiefs in the league. Mara Taped.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
Why must you abuse me on my day off? We're out of office at Kaizer Chiefs. We're waiting for our pre-season go Turkey. So please, leave me alone. Leave us alone. This has nothing to do with Chiefs, unless we speak about our new striker for next season. In my head. No, I'm kidding. Here comes Sundowns. Oh, what by Chaisan? Keeper Achaisa. El Shanawi Achaisa. Defender is lying down now. Tackles. Waste the time. It's not time, guys. It's not time. There's no funerals that have started. It's still early. How? Pyramids is attacking like crazy. Now Sundowns is tatazeling. Maybe he will get a hat trick. I tell you, says Bongs. Lincoln Dlamini says 0 shot on target for Sundowns. Logunjan says Chiefs, let's drop Nebi and get the Pyramids coach. I just spoke to someone about leaving Chiefs out of it. Why must you fagger yourselves and insert yourselves, guys? Ow. I believe in Sundowns, but Mudiba must. Notification. Okay, kan. Oh, Kosia Migrant, man, Papati. Okay, Mudiba and Matthews are the weakest link here, says Moki. Let them tatazel, says Tins. Butali says, can we leave Kosi alone? We're on holiday, guys. On holiday. Pyramids. OT, please confirm, Lapo. Draw takes it to pens, no extra time. Is it no extra time? Wait. Let's ask the internet. Does the CAF Champions League go straight to penalties? Should there be a draw? Okay, I'm checking the interwebs. Oh, it's straight to penalties. Yeah. Maybe penalties you'll be fine because you're looking at Ronwen. But it says while CAF Champions League ties head straight to penalties if the score level after 2 legs and away goals cannot separate them. But I'm trying to check for the penalty for the final. First leg of the CAF Champions League final. Okay, can somebody just confirm there in the comments? Pyramids will cry today. Kabu Yellow says Tando. Dumi says, did Pyramids coach act on Zulu? On Zulu on my stoop. Dumi, you are confusing the 2000s. Abaitivi Zulu on my stoop, man. Abaitivi. Here we go. Piston Maele to Kaizer Chiefs. No extra time. Extra time gives home team an advantage. Sundowns signed a quality defender from Cape Town City but never used him. Cupido. Zwane must come on and try and control the game. Is it time for Zwane, guys? Should Lincoln says Zwane must come on? Is it time for Zwane to come on? So Sundowns need 1 goal for them to go to penalties. Yes. Straight to penalties. That sucks. I'm a Pirates fan, but I want Sundowns to win. Yazi. Okay, there's no extra time. They don't call me diehard for nothing. They don't call me diehard for nothing. Zulu on my stoop. Sundowns needs how many goals for penalties? Just one. Just one. There's a lot of time here. They must just be diligent in their application. Okay, here comes Mamelodi Sundowns. It does seem like Pyramids has chosen maybe to try and see out the half. Sundowns. Ow. Guys, what's happening, guys?
Bathi nukusheka ngesulu.
Oh, kakase.
Why you kakaseling, my brother? Relax.
Guys, what's happening? Ripero just gave the ball away in share. Now, Zwane isn't needed. You need Morena in such a high-intensity game. Yes, Pyramids are scared too. Yeah, so they are a little bit scared. Malume Kutso did mention that maybe it's a red card offense. Is VAR going to check whether ULRN, number 15, Mohammed Chibi, even though he's got LRN on the back. Okay, give me Mudiba. Sorry, Mudiba. Mudiba has a yellow card. Oh, Nkosia. Me. Mudiba has a yellow card already. Ghana Chiefs got a red card in their final. Again, Chiefs got a red card in their final with Happy Mashiani going off, ne? Hey, they must be lucky that VAR. What's VAR saying? Is VAR even checking? Sundowns by Shapile 1 says Vinoli. Ke one fella Vimesh. Certified Boogeyman says we need this win more than service delivery. Naledi says Morena is the one we need now. Bati Mudiba wa perisha. It's over for Mudiba. Malume Kuto, is it being checked? Is it being checked, or are they going to carry on? Because if it's being checked, he's gone. Out, Tate Motsepe. Hey, imagine watching your team messing up Kari last minute after watching your friend and fellow president of UEFA celebrating with his PSG team. Now you can't celebrate with the Sundowns team. It's done. Oh, really? No, but they played on. Did they play on? They played on, right? That was the restart. If Caruso was able to sub Matthews 35 minutes, why not sub Mudiba? No team is getting a second start before Chiefs get its first. Usinje. Oh, wow. Aubrey survived. That's a sign. Take him off now. That is a sign. Pirates would have done far better if they hadn't choked at the end. Isaac. Nashaiwa i pyramids. Done better. Nashaiwa i pyramids. Pyramids yakora. Mudiba and Matthews, you must take him out. No red card. Yo. The coach is going nuts. The coach is going nuts. This is what they see in Egypt. So guys, when you see Nabi going crazy, this is what they do up north. He's just bringing that culture here. Okay, 38 minutes in. Sundowns. Hey, Sundowns.
I benefited and I have no shame.
Sundowns. Bati Ntate Motsepe. Ntate Motsepe can only do so much. Le tshwarane ka matsoho arialo Ntate Motsepe. Are le tshwareng trophy ka matsoho. Marawa wa tle go itshwara ka matsoho even after benefiting, man. Here comes the corner. Ronwen. Counter boy. There's no difference. They're playing Karabai 10. You celebrate on Sundowns. No, Tyler. Hey, Tyler, please leave me alone. I'm a fan of football tonight. I'm a fan of football. Okay, here comes Sundowns again on the counter. Look, the last thing you want to do if you're a Pyramids team is to give Mamelodi Sundowns confidence. And I think them sitting back like this is not helping anything because they're allowing Sundowns some possession and some position on the pitch. And that's not something you want to do. Guys, please remember, 25,000 likes. I leave it open for the second half and everybody will be able to speak to me via multi-guest, the bottom of your screen on TikTok. It's a button that says multi-guest. Oh, it's got a blue figure, hugging a pink figure. You click, you request, I let you in, we talk. Halftime, I'm going to let 5 people in. And we're going to analyze what's happening in this game. Shout out to Mhlupegi and Lutando for the gifts. Guys, kupari gift, guys. Oh, kupari gift, man. Okay, defense, there's no difference. They play by Karabai 10. Kante, what is Caruso waiting for? Needs to substitute. Lebza, he's shaky. Remember what we said about Coach Rulani? We said about Coach Rulani that he got to this point. Remember versus we did. He got to a point where he should have made a defensive sub. They tend to shake. They tend to freeze when they get into these games. And this is literally what Coach Caruso was brought in to fix. It wasn't going to be a fix of philosophy, a fix of style of play, a fix of all of those things. It's literally these things. And like somebody said in the comments before, he's shown balls enough to make subs early on. If Mudiba stays on, I'm scared. I am scared. If Mudiba stays on.
But in big trouble, nothing is coming right. And nothing will ever come right.
Why would you play with 3? This game is going to penalties. Morel and Charlile are needed here. Caruso's boring. Yo, I read the Sabio Nkosiami. Tyler says Caruso is no coach. Certified boogeyman. Oh, you want to play this one card? You can play this one card. Come on over
Oh my God. Oh my God. My Sheila. My Sheila.
My Temba. Oh my God, my Temba, man. They look too casual. I have stress, says Marco. Kahiso says, I don't see what the front 3 is doing. It's because they're playing slow. How? People are lying down to head the ball back to the keepers. Look. They're going to waste time. They've started wasting time. Hey, Masanda one, it's lit. What is Matthews good at? People hate on sales. They look too casual. Kekana drank us in the first leg, but he returned to the starting lineup and drank us again. I can't really tell about Mbala. La Mbala, what's the mistake then? Oh, Aubrey. Sundowns is totally disorganized. Tapelo, I thought I was the only one. Every time Pyramids gets into the final third, it's like Sundowns' defense is not talking. There's no cover for them. Aubrey's always missing. Like, it's just a lot that is happening in this game. I'm not used to Sundowns being like this. Shabadi passed that thing. But to be fair, guys, it's a little dark as well. It's a little dark, ngale. To be fair, let's be fair. Right. But you know what, Sundowns, even if this goes wrong, Oksala, you've got a very important cup.
Ore ba etsa ka mo wena mo mami ha ke tsebe nna ke no kopa ntwe exercise I bitsa ka ke habi labi man yona e momamedi ya ratehang batho ba ya ikopa bana ba rona ba ikopa ka jeno ba phela ka yona ba interesa itseng rona batho ba ba go re shebile re tutsi nna ke tsebo rona ho etsaetseng Afrika Borwa.
At least the thing trophy. Thing. Okay. Yo, where's Agent? I forgot to ask Agent. Agent is in the comments. I forgot to ask Agent how his stomach was feeling, because that is who tells us.
Yesterday, my stomach, she was it's not right.
It was not right. I want to know if Agent's stomach is right or not right, because he's the one who tells me usually how these things are going to end up. Okay, 44 minutes in, we're heading into halftime. Of course, Pyramids. There it is. The pass is always there. Right-hand side. Debza. You need Morena and Zwane second half, says AJ. Sundowns lost his CAF at home. I don't know why they went there. Sundowns lost his CAF. Inyembe, ow. ASAP. No, Habibi, it mustn't be close, man. The tears must stay behind, Habibi. We play like Inter Milan, Nkosiami. Q-Boy says we'll never win this game. Tabula says, are you trying to say that the Betway Premier League trophies are... I didn't say anything. I slipped. I pressed the button by mistake. 7 minutes to be added on. Does Sundowns need to get a goal in this next 7 minutes in order to make sure that they're okay? Do they need it? Because right now, they look out of confidence. They look out of gameplay. They look, this is not the Sundowns I know. This is not Friday. Or this is not the Sundowns I'm used to. Lecheka way too much. See guys, there's even audio problems on Supersport and from the venue. So it's fine. Listen to me. I'm over here. We can do this thing. Bring on Mayema, says Logunjani. Kechalo says even if it's dark, they must play. We need Morena, Zwane, and Mayema, says Digela. I'm going to sleep, says user 2937. Agent disappears just like the game plan. They have to do better in the second half, says Homoto Pax. Says, how many goals do they need to win as it stands? They need 2 to win, 1 to draw. 3 to depend. Yes, my brother, they are emotional now. Yeah, Lee, like I don't know Sundowns to be like this. And I did say something similar about how it feels as though Sundowns, man, Bukhrutman, they're supposed to have Bukhrutman right now. Mara Bukhrutman bateng habuyo. Think about the game when Sundowns played versus Ahly. There was a control. There was an expectation. They knew what they were doing. But in this game, the nerves, and is it the nerves of the last 9 years, Libona? Similar to Chiefs, the nerves of the last 9 years not being able to win this trophy. What is it? Guys, please tell me what's happening. Halftime, 5 people. I'm going to let 5 people in. We're going to speak. And if we can get to 25,000 likes, I'll keep it open in the second half. You can jump in. You can give me a minute or two of what you're thinking about the game. But right now, hey, ho be Masanda, when I'm trying not to play that one sound. There's a sound that I'm trying not to play. But it's okay. Right now, Shem. Hey, Pyramid.
But they'll hurt. They will hurt you.
Oh, no. But Chaba for it. Zandi says, I want Mbala in the second half. He needs to score an own goal again for the culture. Zandi. Tsekana. Karisho says they need to loosen up. Naledi said they're playing with their hearts, and Bazo Limala. Stinja says we were promised 1.7 million each. They were promised 1.7 million each. Fundo says, Sundowns, they're emotional, man. They don't know how to play big games. Pirates played better, says Lounjani. Moksala Lijiwe. Oh. Lose is a lose. Lose is a lose. Malume Kucho says, Maele looks like reason, aka Caesar Alakain. You better get his name out your mouth. How are you doing, Konzeni? Tumelisha says, and now we get 70 minutes of fake injuries and time wasting. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's Africa. You take a lead, you lie down. You take a lead, you lie down. No, they need to rest. They need to rest and change second half tactics. Fist and Maela must just go for more. Z says Lunga is needed. Sundowns must score how many goals to win? They need 2 goals to win, 1 goal to draw, and go to penalties. Marco says, Yo, Mudimu, South Africa is going to be happy if we lose. What are you saying, guys? We're behind Sundowns, man. If you lose, it's okay, guys. Heban. Guys. So then Sundowns' defense can't talk anymore. They can't talk, they can't position, they're falling all over the place, they've got gaps. What the hell? Guys, what is happening? I don't know what I'm watching here. This is not the Sundowns I'm used to. Look at Fiston Mael. Runs in, yeah, offside though, but runs in behind. And he's able to get a shot away. I thought Pyramids would pull a PSG fast. Surprised as OT, stop like, what am I lying about? What am I lying about? Caruso, the day I see you, says certified boogeyman. Kosi says, vele sochabula. Kosi. Vele sochabula, kuba mnandi mzansi. Ribeiro must drink ice cold water and chill. Okay, but can we be fair? Can we be fair to? Can we be fair? But oh. No, so banana corn. Matthews, 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Matthews, 1v1 with the goalkeeper, decides that no, guys, me either. I'm suit. Me either. I'm okay. You know, when you let a visitor into your house and you try to give them food and they go, no, I'm okay, I'm sharp. That's essentially what happened over there. He's a jolly good fellow, says, Muhlum sebenzi kaJehova, ebana. Why are you bringing God into this, my brother? Tumi says, I blame the yellow jersey. It's not man. Le blame jersey, guys. Le blame jersey. 30 seconds to the end of the first half. Hey, kunzima. Oh, kunzima. Clock up. Kunzima.
Mr. OT.
Ebapili balume kutso.
Ngphakathi.
Ay man. Okay, half time. Balume kutso. First half. 1-0. Zeng zeng.
Is it half time? It's not. Okay, now it's half time.
Just yet. Oh no, there it is.
No, now it's half time.
How do you feel, my brother, watching this?
I just wanna address this one. Now we'll see you, man. What reason, lo? But Kanaki, that red card for Mudiba.
Yeah.
Because it's unintentional, right?
Okay.
It can then be interpreted to be a yellow card, reckless play.
Yeah.
Right? But because VAR does not look at yellow cards, it looks at red cards, then he gets away with it.
Okay.
Then they just look at it and they're like, yellow card, second yellow, but we can't give him a red. And under the VAR section, I think it's law 5, it's actually explicit, which we don't even look at yellow card, even if it's a second yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when it's explain it's just that part.
No, 100.
To F1, ngitheni kanti? Labantu abazi TikTok. It's in F1 bafethu. Khona umuntu othi F1 ngathi ngisho wrong. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I just wanted to explain ngaleya incident. But all in all, Mr. OT, I looked at this game and when you highlighted that Pyramids is dropping back, I was like, if Sundowns get the chance, that chance leqeda ukuvela le kungamosheka. Unfortunately, they got it a bit too early. You understand? And it fell to it should fall to Reynas or Ribeiro, their chance. I'm not saying Ingwenya is not a great player, but if you get that chance, Kaboma 80.
Yeah.
Lapho game, Mr. OT. But my issue here is that the Sundowns defense is sleeping. They falling for the play acting. Kona le free kick le out le by Zekon. You know what Pyramids did, Mr. Uzi? Bamala, it's a streamline on the 18 area line. They have this guy who's offside, like stupidly offside, with his hand up. Buffett will forget la. There's a Sundowns speaker outside with offside. This guy will shine free kick. Ulahlela opposite side. Kunabantu by 5. Pyramids abangena bodwa. Defender Sundowns ayathena ukuthi how. Kanta will passing up. I'm like, guys, it's okay if we fall for it. Not you as a professional player with a bonus engaka waiting on the line. Because people will be like, le mali.
Maripresh, ihlezi la.
Yeah, but
what are they doing? What's going wrong? Sundowns feeling pressure. What's happening?
It's normal, Mr. Uti. It's normal. You know, like the Pirates, Mr. Uti, I'll say it. When you've been number 2 for a long time, when it's crunch time, you start shaking, you know. Maybe what they need, what they need is a striker, a player who's won the Champions League to walk into the dressing room, or a coach who's won the Champions League to walk into the dressing room and say, guys, when you are here, this is how you behave. Because I heard Dinklage talk about I know it's not MTN8 level before Ning Luma, but he spoke about when he came to Pirates when we were going through the 10-year drought, 10-year cup drought. That when it was time, we were 1-0 up in the final, and then it's always an equalizer. And it's always my equalizer. Hello, Papa!
Hey, man. Where are you going, buddy?
It's always my equalizer. Amakanda, experienced players like Happy Chele, Roy Mahamutsa, like Ilikhwachi dropped. You understand? So he, as someone who had won cups, had to motivate them on some. No, even when you're going to win a cup, funny things like these do happen. You understand? So I think they need such a head to say, guys, Genzega, you can go behind even in the final and still come back. Mara tingi Mr. Uti. Ngicela ungibulisele lapho uBoy lapho.
No,
Kaizer Chiefs.
No, he's a real Chiefs fan. Anyway, let me go to Mugan.
How's it, Mr. OT?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good. I'm a little bit worried for Sundowns. How do you feel about this first half?
Hey, shubile, ne? No, man. Hey, Pyramids are not giving them time on the ball. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Especially on the final third. If you look, Sundowns haven't actually been able to put the ball down and string a few passes. In fact, by me looking at this game, Sundowns is from the 48th minute till now at the time. So obviously, the game the way we expected. It's going to be ping pong, fighting for the ball, you know, territory and everything. But it ended up playing that way for 40 minutes of the game. Pyramids are pressing them even higher now from the back. And Sundowns hasn't actually played, so I can't judge Guti. You play in Sundowns, how they're willing to score the goal. Because from my perspective, I got Sundowns, and I don't know how Coach Cardoso can change the situation in the second half.
But time is going. If they don't play now.
It's very frustrating, but hopefully let's just hope, guys, as South Africans, it's going to be a game of two halves. Inevitably, I think Pyramids are going to sit back now. More time wasting, unfortunately. A lot of things are going to happen, but with the type of striker that they have in France, if it goes on the way it was going on in the first half, I do see Pyramids snatching a second goal and bearing the game, unless unless Sundowns is Okora before the 68 minutes, then the tables will change, and then they can start putting the ball down, and then they can start doing what they actually can do. But what's gonna let that happen and unlock that goal? Unfortunately.
Can I ask you though? You've mentioned Fiston Maele. We know that he's got a goal in him, a goal or two in him. The team has a goal or two in him. Sundowns, Can Ribeiro step up again like he stepped up in the first leg? Who are we looking at from Sundowns who can be the danger here?
Matthews, there's hints. As I said, even the striker is Sundowns. We haven't seen is there something that can happen. But Ribeiro made a run from the back in the 48 minutes. The kind of a run, 1-2, the one that mokwena hits over the bar.
Yeah,
I think that type of energy, if it does pop up, let's say on a counter, I do see Sundowns scoring. But unfortunately, man, Pyramids is the old school, drag the game all at the back, tactics, falling down. It's gonna be a very long 45 minutes, yeah. Okay, and unfortunately, the longer the game goes, anything can happen, yeah. But hopefully, Sundowns can OT can snatch a goal by 90 minutes.
Question for the comments. Is Motsepe, Lebohang Motsepe is on the bench right now. Do you bring him in to do something here? Maybe it could be a fist in matter for Sundowns. But other than that, let me go to Usinje. Showstopper.
Show. Sundowns. Yatiwa. Egypt. Sundowns. Yatiwa. Egypt. Mr. OT, how are you? They brought a snake. They brought a snake that is hungry. It has not tasted Vala's blood in a long time. So the snake is not snaking anymore.
Mara Grant, it's done. Can't Grant give it something?
No. And Pyramid Chiefs is doing the deeds.
Is it
No. Mr. OT, you must understand this. One Pyramid they are masters of this type of games.
Yeah.
They are masters in this type of games. Those people took the Egyptian league to the final. Not by being the most flamboyant, controlling, dominating, but being that team that has the strong jab that takes them across the line.
Okay.
And I don't think Sundowns anticipate. They thought that they're going to get an Ahly who is going to take the game. These people, they wait for their moments. And it is a strategic that they went to South Africa, got their away goal, and now they decide to come here and make this a terrible situation for Sundowns.
Yeah.
And they understand that to them, first of all, this is what Sundowns must also understand. Pyramid Chiefs, this means a lot to them. It means a lot to them. This is their
like
first
start. It's like a Nedbank Cup.
Yes, this for them, they're not going to get another star. Sundowns already has one. So now it's not even about the tactics. It's going to be about who wants this cup more.
Yeah.
And for Mr. Motsepe, I heard that he's giving them promise bonuses if they win, just to make them want to win this thing more. And Mr. OT, you keep on saying this. Sometimes they keep on getting in this level. No. This is the first time in years they've been into the final. It's only Chiefs that has been in the final with DDC players. We know how it feels. We know how it feels to play in Egypt. But anyway, Pyramid Chiefs are doing the deeds. They are doing the deeds. I want to say to Sundowns fans that are saying, if Tshwane was in, hey, listen, put your right hand on your chest, take a deep breath, and count to 3 and exhale and say to yourself, Siyadliwa. We are giving you coping mechanisms as people that abadliwe a lot this season. We are giving you tactics on how to sleep at night today. Take a deep breath.
I'm coming back. Agent, welcome to the show, my brother.
Shalom, my brother. Shalom.
Game of mistakes, but it's fine. How do you feel?
I'm very good. The game is pinning out more or less, besides the goal, how I thought it would go.
Yeah.
The 11 is the same as I thought it would be. Yeah, I think I've zero complaints, but I just want to highlight that, if Kekan was from South Americans, hey, let me keep quiet. If he was from South America, hey, but it's fine. Even if he was on loan, but it's fine, because 2 games, 2 costly mistakes, and then sometimes I keep saying this until maybe people will hear me out. I personally rate China ahead of Williams, personally speaking.
Hey, agent, it's over tomorrow. It's over to start.
No, it's like, you know what my thing is, right? For the number 1 keeper, he doesn't come out for crosses. There was a ball that looped over. I think it hit Modiba on a deflection. He was so lost, my brother there, I'm like, how Williams, he doesn't come for crosses, and when I keep telling people that I prefer Onyango, it looks like it's a hate game, but it's fine, you're not there, but I think you should come out for crosses more. And then what else? Umudiba. I'm a bit disappointed. I'm still a bit disappointed that we haven't dealt with Mahabad Chibi, because Mudiba is still isolated on that side, I think that's the only disappointment. But to give Pyramids credit where credit is due, they're playing a mid-block, I think the solution to Sundowns is not a low block, it's not a high block, it's a mid-block.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think is the one solution that I see is working, because you're not sitting too deep and you're not sitting up too high, But the game is more or less happening the way I thought it would go. Matthews, I see people saying if Mushish was there, how many sitters has Mushish missed? But let me not go there. I'll come in for the
When I say you want your membership to be banned, but it's fine. Let me bring them. Welcome to the show.
Later, OT, how's it?
Oh man, we were fans of football today. We're watching African football. How do you feel about this game?
Yo, OT, you know what? There's so many things that are wrong with the way Sundowns is playing today. It's almost like they've lost sense of who they are and what they're capable of. Yeah. And I have a problem with the tactics of the coach, especially in this final, from the first leg up until this second leg. It seems as if like he doesn't really know what he's supposed to be doing. Yeah. I mean, you can't allow the home team, the team that is hosting you, to have too much possession. You are Mamelodi Sundowns. You're supposed to force errors, take charge of that midfield, make sure that these guys understand that they are playing home and then they need to be defending. Right now, what's happening is it's as if like Sundown, you can't even tell which team is home today. And then I blame Mamelodi Sundowns for it, because in that midfield, there's so much rush that you don't understand. Allende keeps on losing the ball unnecessarily so. Yeah. And then Mokwena as well. There's no fluidity in that midfield that we can say, okay, this is the Mamelodi Sundowns that we know. So I actually blame the tactics of the coach. I hope actually second half he changes these tactics. They need to go all out to Pyramids and make sure that they make things happen, OT.
Can I ask you? Well, there's Lunga getting ready, but can I ask you something? Is this not what Coach Caruso was meant to fix? I mean, 2 chances, 2 mistakes. I mean, 2 mistakes, 2 chances have now put them 2-1 down in the sky. Isn't this something that has killed Sundowns over and over again? Can it be fixed by a coach?
It would be fixed by a coach, but this is what is happening when I OT. It's not they are not playing like the Mamelodi Sundowns that we know. There's no you don't even see the quality anymore. What you see is a team that is just playing in the final. Too many mistakes are happening. It's not only at the back. I mean, like, where's the midfield, OT? Who's taking charge in that midfield? That's what I'm saying to it. I'm saying you are playing away. It's the second leg. They are actually at pressure. They should feel the pressure, because now you are away. You're supposed to make sure that you put so much pressure on them to defend. And we know Mamelodi Sundowns is capable of keeping position, but you're allowing these guys to play openly so. So actually, that's why I'm saying to you, it's the tactics. We know the quality. It's still the same players that we know of Mamelodi Sundowns. They have the quality. I blame the tactics of the coach OT. There's too much rush in the midfield that I don't understand. There's too much things happening up front there. You can't even tell who's going to score for Mamelodi Sundowns.
I want to go to Malume Kuto. Before we start here, Lunga has been brought in for Modiba as expected. Malume Kuto, are there any other changes that Sundowns can do here to change to win this game?
Timba zwane hiyo. Timba zwane hiyo. Ati uchega. Agent, your fight is not with Mshishi, my brother. Your fight is not with Mshishi. Don't fall for it. But can I just mention something else, Mr. Oti?
Okay.
As a psychology graduate, there's a psychological issue going on the field.
Yeah. Can you repeat that?
Just once. I think I have the right to say it.
Now
but
we know when you're fighting us and you're folding us, can you argument? Anyway.
There's something going on here. And even as a hip-hop scholar, there's a rapper who's now deceased who says these flashing lights will have you lose your focus.
Yeah.
And this is why at Lapin, the lights are always flashing so that you can lose your focus and spend money. Below these stands, below the seats, Mr. OT, where you see white there are these lights that periodically come on. They keep flashing. I've been looking at them thinking, why are those lights? And those lights, Mr. OT, are also eye level for players when you look to the side for your cross. Just concentrate. Unless if Motsepe pulls rank and decides to intervene and says, guys, this ropa kakhulu manje. Khona amanye ama-lights lapha kula ma-seat. Avela vele nje athi pa.
Yeah.
Short nje. Especially when Pyramid is attacking. Uzoyibona, Mr. OT. But the score, Sundowns is still well in the game. Nothing has changed. They went to this game knowing that they have to score one goal. They still have to score one goal and they have to score 2 goals to win. Nothing has changed, Mr. OT. If they introduce Themba Zwane, provided that Pyramid is playing deep, I feel like Intwana Mnandi, Jordaan Adams, he usually plays well because Sundowns needs 2 midfielders.
Okay.
Which is why we see him scoring a lot of goals. He's allowed to venture forward. You understand? And Sundowns has near 3 midfielders the whole game today. But when it goes to a period whereby Pyramids wahamba.
Like you almost, yeah.
If it goes to a point where Pyramids sit back, then you can introduce Mshishi to become the third midfielder and unlock it defense. But Sundowns is still in. Red card?
Red!
Okay, too soft.
Okay,
Too soft.
Okay.
But
let me get it because on OTs is ahead of me, Shem. It's problematic, man.
No, for time I'm going to jump in. So, Malume Kuto's score prediction?
Mr. OT, Timba Zwane.
That's not a score, but it's fine. For time I'm going to let you go. Let me bring in Agent. Agent, Lunga change has been made. We're going to second half. How do you see it playing out? What would you change? What's the score going to be?
Good. No, Obutikuso, the problem with me is I love Rulani, same way as I love Zwade, but the club comes first. So when you attack the club, we'll discredit you, some of us, but you're not there. I think the obvious sub is there. The next sub that comes in is Tesh out and Adams out for Ozwani and Shalilile. This was always the plan. In the 60th minute, remember the rules of CAF. Stay in the game. A chance will come. You know?
Yeah.
So, and it's like, what is it called? Nose. Know when to accelerate that nose. If you start accelerating it too early, you lose. You know?
Vin Diesel. It's about family.
Be like Vin Diesel. Know when to accelerate it. Don't be like the Amash who accelerates it too quickly, you know, or too early, you know? So, Jaden and Matthews out for Themba and Shalulile, and then later out Renas out for sales. I think those will do. 2-2, Mr. Oti.
Okay. Let me go to Mko. What changes need to be made here, and what are you seeing the game panning out as for score?
Let's get Themba Zwane in. And also let's get Shalulile in. Let's take Reyners out and Adams. We're trying to get that one goal here. I think that's one thing that we need to look for as Mamelodi Sundowns, because it's very tough now, because it's the second half and then they're going to try and defend. But I think it's gonna end 1-1 OT like in Loftus.
Penen straight.
Yeah, we're going to penalties here.
Okay. So, thank you to the halftime panel. Remember, I'm going to keep it open. So, when you come in, please give me a minute of what you're thinking of so we can get as many people in. We are 50 minutes into the game. At 45 to whatever my timer says, and you'll know what the time is. Now, VAR is checking a possible red card. They're checking whether that foul on Reynard was, as last man, was enough for the guy to get a red card. If they do get a red card here, I think that changes a lot of things. But let's see what's going to happen. Maybe Papa Kopi. Bongs, you've got a minute, Papa. Tell me what you're seeing from this game.
OT, this has been a strange season, man.
Yeah.
You can see Kaizer Chiefs, Hurricane, PSG winning things for the first time. This might be Pyramid's time to win the Champions League as well.
So they're joining the likes of Crystal Palace, Newcastle.
Year of the Beds, year of Hurricane, year of Kaizer Chiefs, year of Pyramids.
Please mute when you come in. Fish my game too. Please mute Mo. Bongs, how do you see the second half playing out?
No, the second half is still going to be the same. Pyramids always attacking and trying to get the little fouls so that they can eat up the time. So Pyramids are going to score another goal, but they are going to score it in a critical phase of the game.
Do you think it's going to be another mistake? And can Ribeiro stand up? Okay, let me ask you this: can Ribeiro stand up in this game, or do we need Tshwane to come in?
I told you Tshwane is finished. Maybe Ribeiro will be the one to stand up for Sundowns, but I don't see him doing anything at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't see Sundowns coming back.
Okay. Bongs, for time, I'm going to let Soweto gent in. Soweto gent, welcome.
Hawu, nathi ngingenile angiboni.
Heban.
Khamba njani futhi?
Mangimnandi
sekhala Soweto gent.
Yeah?
Ngizwa sekhala Soweto gent angiboni.
Uthini ngegame bra?
Hayi game yabona iSundowns if ngibayivuse ekseni bathi yodlala iPSL game like a normal game or a group stage game. Mezofika iwini. Ihlulwa ama-final nje Sundowns kumele bavume ama-cup game bayahluleka shem. I mean even like PSL they don't have much on cup games. They only have like 4 Nedbanks and 9. Now wait, I'm 10-8. But we know sometimes,
yeah.
But a normal game bangajala bayiwine kamnandi futhi ujabule now. So I think it's a matter of like differentiating between ama-games ukuthi udlala ama-game anjani. This is not a tactics game according to me. Wangazi ufike uyenze into tactical and still lose kabuhlungu futhi. Yeah, they need to know how to play games of which you have emotional bedding. Right? So the emotional bedding. Because this is a game whereby you are emotionally activated. So you need to use that to your advantage. You need to use it to your advantage.
But then there's the last question. How do you teach a team that? How do you teach a team to play a Champions League final if they haven't been to one in 9 years?
I mean, they should be utilizing those we have in the PSL, right? I mean, babadlalile ama-finali and bawuluzile. Most of them they've been losing. Nedbank Cup. Those are the cups they need to know experiment on.
Yeah.
Masifika finally. Let's just train ourselves emotionally. Play for the bench. Like I want to see that. I don't see that Gugu Ribeiro there busy making useless passes, none. I want to see a player, Ufunu Kora, and you can see it's a final. Yeah, so that's what they're liking. But Bonabamnandi siyazi, sonke siyazi ukuthi bamnandi. But I think like this, it's not a tactics game. I don't care who plays.
For time over the champion, Lunga's having a tough time now.
Kwenzakalani as I'm legging.
You'll see just now. You'll see just now. You'll see Nkosi yami. Father God.
Send help. It's tough.
Helicopter football, but this is how you win a final, guys.
For time, let me bring in fish. Fish. What's it true? Oh, what's happening? Are you with me?
Yes, George, I'm with you. George, but it's not over yet, George. We still have a chance to win this game.
I feel like the lady is singing.
No, not yet. Let's have faith and hope in this. Sundowns is gonna come back. The coach now needs to change, George. He needs to change now. He has to make a change. Remember, he made a good one with Budiba. Then he has to introduce the middle field between Adams and Mokwena. One must go out. Okay. Then in front, he must introduce the second striker, because Reynolds is alone there. If you can check, Matthews is not at good for this game. So now if they can introduce it's either Sales or Shaulile, then that's where now Sundowns is gonna be mobile. You will see it is gonna play the best football that I think
Okay. No, look, to your point, VAR is checking for a possible offside. VAR is checking. Guys, the football gods are trying. The football gods are trying right now. Sundowns needs to show up. Let me go for time while we wait for this VAR check. I'm going to bring in Tebza. Tebza.
Okay.
Tebza. How? Tebza. Okay. Yeah, Tebza.
Wahamba amamiliyoni, wahamba amaponaso ngo-Sundowns.
But you're offside.
Mara, offside. Bayabaropa.
Uchinyele game trap.
Le game le idinga ucoach. Le game le idinga ucoach ukuthi abawinele nje. Ama-player angeke kayenze next. Idinga ucoach.
Yeah. Ucoach mela yenze.
Because bra uthi, hey, speechless. Yo.
Oh, but a goal. Oh, okay. Okay. Izophela ngani score?
2-0. Yophela nge-2-0.
Okay.
Both team to score awekho.
No, for isikhathi malume Kutso, it looked like there was a nose or a head or
It's Mr. OT. The game is still there for Sundowns.
Hey,
when you flash. But the game is still there for Sundowns, Mr. OT. The weighing a call.
Yeah? Njani malume Kutso, njani?
No, if Sundowns gets one goal, Mr. OT, one goal, Pyramids will start defending and dropping deep. And that equalizer will be the end of Pyramids.
Yeah.
It will not go to penalties. The game, even though 2-0 is a mountain to climb, right? But if you think about it, it's still set up well. But it seems like Pyramids are because Pyramids.
I actually wanted to ask you, what must Pyramids do here? What must Pyramids do?
They need one more. 2-0 is not enough.
Yeah.
They need one more, Mr. OT. If they rest on 2-0, they will lose this cup. They need one more. PSG, bashaye 5. Shaye pamakuzwakale. Ungathi awurevri, bashaye 5. Good. Ubuye kahle babuye balele playini Sundowns. Manje bazobuye bakhuluma wathi umbona uthe impushithe, because the only reason why that goal is not offside, Mr. Uti, and I will say it as a ref. Yeah. Namuhla ngiyaflex. As a ref, I will say it. The only reason that guy is not offside is because Grant Kekana was pushed by a Pyramids player, or body weight was used to make sure that Grant Kekana plays the other guy onside.
Okay.
So, yeah, you call mara mina bengizokuqhulela amasandawana, Mr. OT.
Masizi.
Kuyobani inhliziyo yami sokola. Kuyobani inhliziyo yami khalaza. Kwanele inhliziyo yami sokola. Kwanele ngizohamba. But there's still a pulse, Mr. OT. I can see it. The pulse is still beating, Mr. OT.
Okay, I know.
Sorry,
see. For time, I want to jump in. Before I let in the next panel, set pieces, balls in. We've spoken about how Mamelodi Sundowns are sometimes a little bit weak when it comes to set pieces, when it comes to those balls playing into the box. And because teams don't necessarily take advantage of that. If you remember the game that Mamelodi Sundowns played versus, I think it was the Makesi in the Carling knockout, I think some of the things that were highlighted was that Sundowns doesn't necessarily know how to deal with high balls. And that is something that has killed them. And now we've seen again, now I said that this is going to be a game of moments. We've seen again, 2 mistakes and a set piece have been the undoing of Mamelodi Sundowns in this game thus far. They have not been able to play. They have not been able to build up. They have not been able to get the guys up top to be able to be in the game. We haven't seen Reynolds, we haven't seen Matthews, we haven't seen Ribeiro, and now it's really up to what Pyramids is going to do. For me, I think to myself, Pyramids should just go for the kill even more, because what can they do? If they start parking buses, I don't think that works out very well. It looks like Salesh, Morena, Salulile are on their way into this game, but I will open up and let people come in. Guys, if you have not followed, please follow. If you want to add your voice to the show, you have to join me right now while I'm live on TikTok, and then you'll be able to add your voice similar to what you're going to hear now from Uslindo. Slindo, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, hello, my brother. Long time, ne?
Hey, long time, and you come back like this. Oh,
I was waiting for this moment.
Yeah, born again. Mara iba South African. Why you learn Sundowns?
Yeah, hey bro. Igame ngiyayibona ne.
Yeah.
So Sundowns ingabuya kule game if ingayeka ukuconsider ama-foul. These guys are too dangerous when it comes to set piece.
Yeah.
So ngibonile igame yabedla nePirates.
Yeah.
Second leg and the first leg and the second leg, and then Beza with Sundowns. These guys are too dangerous to my set piece. Even Macross, but dangerous. If Sundowns inga defend a corner, I took focus kancane, and then bathu ukubamba ibhola kancane badlale. Bazothola igol la. 2 bazothola, 2 bazothola.
Islindo indlu iyasha. Wena usafuna ukucontrola ubambe kanti 2-0. Islindo.
Team edlala ngoba patient ibhola ayijaha elithini idlala nje patient ngenzeni ukuthi nivule ikhala iphase lapha ayenze kanjalo
Yeah.
ingayi pound to pound now.
Okay. For time, Lindo, I think Fagu Shembe.
Hey, Habibi.
Habibi.
Hey, Habibi. Habibi, I want to ask you one question. Habibi.
Yes.
How is Mamelodi Sundowns going to win when Abuti Kuto joined the live busy cacking? We are Abuti Kuto lapu join my live. We are flasha Miss Mamela Lomuntlo. So we are kanjani nisiminyele kanje Mr. Oti.
Nisimalume
Baya
Kuto, someone
Kuto
else.
Mr. Oti, Miss Peggy Sundowns Mr. Oti. Baya siminyela baya peta bayenzi. So we are kanjani Mr. Oti. So we are kanjani Mr. Oti. Ngicela ukubuza Mr. Oti. Khala ma-toilet Mr. Oti. Hayi Mr. Oti. Ngeke siwine Mr. Oti. Mr. Oti ngeke siwine Mr. Oti. Ngeke siwine Mr. Oti. I'm sure la khona kune-line yamafeno e-Pirates bonke bayakaka one by one Mr. Oti. One by one Mr. Oti. Bonke kacking for pyramids, all of them Mr. Oti. Mr. Oti. Mr. Oti. Mr. Oti. Mr. Oti yazini. It's chai, Mr. Oti. It's chai,
Yeah,
Mr. Oti.
it's chai.
It's okay. It's chai, Mr. Oti. It's chai. It's chai, Mr. Oti.
There's still time. 25 minutes.
Mr. Oti, stop it, Mr. Oti, stop it. Stop playing with my feelings like this. There's still time. Hope is what makes us kill ourselves, Mr. Oti. This is why, Mr. Oti, the suicide rate of men in South Africa is so high, because he still wants us to hang on to hope. I've now hope, Mr. Oti. It's over.
Let me remind you of Maniema Union. When Shalulile came out of nowhere, I took on.
Mr. Oti. Mr. Oti. So manje Mr. Oti kwenzakalani Mr. Oti ukhathi also uyavaya and then siqala phansi futhi
angithi nina nithe Champions League rulani Champions League.
So we're going to do this for how many seasons? Man, flip now. I feel so hopeless, dog. I feel so hopeless.
I haven't seen Mr. Fleming.
Yeah, nama camera wamveza nokumveza Mr. Oti. I'm cockerel, Mr. Oti. I can't believe what I'm saying.
Marashembe, what went wrong? What went wrong? What do you think happened here that changed everything?
Look, if we're going to be honest, Mr. Oti, over the two legs, right, we can try be patriotic as much as we want. Over the two legs, Pyramid was better than us. In the first leg, we're seeing how they were winning the second balls. They just had a zing more than us. And in this game, we're almost seeing the same thing where there's a complacency. Look at that goal that they scored. Wabanigi goal, Mr. Oti. And that comes from the complacency, Mr. Oti, not playing the occasion, Mr. Oti. Yet again, we're seeing us get to a final and then choking in a final, Mr. Oti. Zwane won't change anything here, Mr. Oti. This mentality thing, Mr. Oti, runs deep, Mr. Oti. I don't know if I'm just saying these things because I mean them or it's just good to Mr. Oti. Okay, but right now, Mr. Oti.
Can I ask you one last question here? One last question here. We've seen Pyramids beat Pirates, which had a very resolute defense. We've seen them beat Sundowns now, a team that is also known for a resolute defense. Does this say anything about South African teams and that maybe we're not tested in all of the different ways when we are playing?
Yeah, I definitely do think that the quality of competition in the PSL comes back and impacts us when we go play against these type of teams. You know, where we're seeing like in the PSL, Mamelodi Sundowns can play a very slow and sometimes excruciating game to watch, a very slow build-up type of game, and they can get away with that against in the PSL, but you can't get away with that against quality players because I mean it's not as if that Pyramids is playing with the all Egyptian lineup. They're getting players from all over Africa now, so it's quality versus quality here, Mr. Oti, and you have to show up, Mr. Oti. But if you don't have the muscle memory of constantly playing hard, if it's not ingrained in your muscle memory, then when it's time to show up, it's hard to just switch on that gear, Mr. Oti. You know, it's tricky to just go from playing a Chipa United and beating them at the high school, and then now having to face and coming then to face a team that's taking on Al Ahly, Mr. Oti. You know, and I would like to ask you one day, Oti, like, do you think it's now finally, especially with the result that we saw yesterday, do you think it's the end of Pep football? Has Pep football been killed, Mr. Oti? This slow build up, this half spaces, building up from the back. I think it's the end of that football. It's over now. Real football is back, Mr. Oti.
Football cycles. Let me go to Tyler. Tyler. Hey, Tyler.
Hi, OT.
Tyler.
Non OT. Yeah.
Man, you got your voice pants, man.
Yeah. These guys, man, you know, sure. The pyramid guys, they showed you how they play in the first leg. They showed you how they press every time Sundowns players got a ball. There's two players. There's one behind. There's two. By the time you're trying to move that ball up, there's no player. There's only pyramid players on top. You only have, we are isolated with one player, and there's a space available. That's how he was almost every time he gets, because he's inside. Yeah, one. Then the player is avule ibala. By the time he's caught right-handed. Every time Sundowns players, they've got a ball, there's two players in front of them. Now, how do you plan against that as a coach? Do you play this slow football or you move the ball quicker? That's how you do it. You move the ball quicker. They're still playing. Remember what I said to you the last time we had this session, that if they continue playing like this, building from the back, they must kiss this thing goodbye. Because these guys, they know how to press. They know how to press. There's one midfielder coming in support of Mayele. Then you've got two pressing, and there's three in the midfield. One guy is isolated there. By the time you're trying to move the ball, udlala la bola no lentuka no kekana no libusa there, and one midfielder is coming in. These guys are isolated midfield. But like, I don't understand Cardoso. Cardoso has failed somewhere.
But to be fair, is it the tactics or is it the mistakes? Because it's two mistakes and a set piece.
It's how they play when OT. They force them to make those mistakes. They force them to make those and check when OT. It's through what is those mistakes it's in their half, which means the pressing. Yeah, man. So when you press higher, it means you're forcing them to make mistake. When you force them to make mistake, you're gonna get what? You're gonna get free kicks. And when you get free kicks, you guys, they are not good in free kicks. That's how you get them. Yeah, but now this is where Abu Rulani comes in. And these international coaches, they are not good. This is where Abu Rulani comes in with different tactics. You should have gave that guy 1 season. This thing would have been Sundowns. 1 season. Give him 1 season, that boy. He would have taken this thing. Like, they are playing the same. Pyramids plays the same. What are you doing as a coach? And you're putting Salers there. Where is Zwane? Zwane, OT. For you to get to the final, Zwane flick the ball.
Yeah.
Trainers to score.
Time. Let me bring this Tembiso.
He has failed. He must go. He has failed.
Yeah, Karuboluso Tyler. Tembiso, welcome to the show. How are you? Tembiso, are you with me, guys? In the meantime, please tap the screen as much as possible. And if you have not followed, please follow. If you want to add your voice to the show, please jump in on TikTok, via TikTok, by the multi-guest button, bottom of your screen. I am going to carry on, but let's see if we can't get this Tembiso in. We are 73 minutes into the game. Pyramids are leading 2-0, 3-1 on aggregate. And it still doesn't seem like Sundowns has an idea of how to break Pyramids down. And it looks like, for me personally, it looks as though Pyramids is just outworking Sundowns. And this is something that we spoke about during the show, to say that, you know, this Pyramids team, unlike a lot of other teams, can run for 90 minutes. They're able to go 90 minutes in a game, and they're able to put pressure on you the whole time. And it's another question of, you know, one team is new to this. That's when you're new. Chiefs got to a final, brand new. People didn't know what they were doing. We got their development players. They didn't have a plan for us. How much of that plays into this? That maybe Pyramids is playing without the handbrake, and now Sundowns is playing with the handbrake up because they've been trying this for a very long time, and maybe that plays onto their heads. But here comes Sundowns trying to get something. There we go. There we go, Sundowns. There we go, Sundowns. They've scored. Sundowns has scored. They've pulled one back. Sundowns has pulled one back. There is maybe still a little bit of a miracle that is left here. But while I'm here, let me bring you now. Now, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. OT.
Is there hope now?
Yes, there's hope, Mara. There are changes here that needs to be done on OT.
Okay.
Check the way Pyramids is playing. Pyramids usually, throughout this game, they'll be playing Kari wing, right?
Yeah.
Middle fielder. In the middle, yes, they're playing, but they're not that aggressive. Because they understood who ring is Sundowns, tiki-taka. So obviously for them to play that tiki-taka, they are definitely going to use the middle. They just blocking the middle. Alende, they just eliminated Alende. For them to get that opportunity to play the winger. And in as much as they saying Mshishi is done, guys, we need Mshishi here. You see, in these cup games is not like Premier Soccer League, it's not like the PSL, it's not like cup games are different. It's not a week in, week out game. So you need your best players. And Mshishi is the right player for that. He can orchestrate those champagne passes to Ribeiro. Guys, Ribeiro's quiet. Ribeiro is the one who is making those passes instead of the player the pass goal.
Yeah.
So for that, what do we need? We need your Mshishi. Yes, let Mshishi play then with Alende, if so be. Because that's what they used to. They used to tiki-taking. And Mshishi can control the game. He knows when to now, guys, no, you know what? Let's press. Guys, no, you know what? Let's relax. And he sees those window chances to say, no, man, I can play the ball here. I can play the ball here. Yes, physically, we can say maybe he's done. Mara. Tactically and with his mind thinking, he's still good. That's all I can say.
Okay. Now, they've given the goal. Okay, they've given the goal. Okay, you've made the changes. What does Pyramids do here? Hey, that's but now, what does Pyramids do here in this situation? Do they try hold out?
Pyramid.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
No, right, yes. Whoa, no.
Okay, for me here, Pyramids, I think they know how Sundowns is. And for them, it's going to be tough. Their mindset is going to change now. They are no longer going to play with that thing out there at ease.
Yeah.
Now it's pressure to them now. And now Sundowns, the tempo that they have now has upped because they've scored a goal.
Yeah.
Understand? Which I think they're still checking it and get. But if it's
done. It's a goal.
Done.
Yeah.
It's a goal. Yes. You see now, the tempo Noya Sundowns has changed. Their mindset now is changing to say, guys, we still have hope. Now for Pyramid is like, yo, what if they cover again? Now they're gonna play it safe. Now whatever they do, they're gonna play it safe. For them, it's back to square one.
Okay. For time, I'm going to jump in. Let me bring Stereophonic. Stereophonic, 2-1. We still have about 12 to 16 minutes here. How do you feel about how this game is going to end? Welcome.
Bra OT, gidumerisha panel, gidumerisha, but why the comments 8 hour. I was about to sing until the goal was scored because no. Hey, I could see even in the group, already the violence was about to, they were ready for the memes and everything. But I think what this goal does, it gives them a chance already. But they push. You can see Mutiba has gone in.
Yeah.
But hey, man, all I can say is that if they can get control of the ball, because what's going to happen is typical Egyptian defending, time wasting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I see is going to happen. So all they need to do is grab the game by the scruff of the neck,
Is
keep
it
possession of the ball,
is it
and
smart
then yeah.
for Pyramids to go down that route? Because I don't think they can defend very well in those sets. We just saw Sundowns put them under pressure.
It will be out of character for them. That's
Yeah.
one thing we've seen, and I think we can all agree about that. It will be out of character. But then you could sense after the first goal that what they wanted to do is not get Sundowns into their groove. And fortunately for them, their goalkeeper did what he did just before halftime. So I think it will be out of character. But then at some point it will kick in. We're in the 81st minute, and I think it's gonna kick in, but it will be out of character. That's what I could say.
Okay. Feleba, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, John Put.
Hey, drama man. Hey, inhliziyo yenzani man?
Still senethemba kula ma-minute asele. Mhlambe khona into esengenzeka kodwa hayi angazi ngithini but ucoach wethu hayi
awamthembi
coach wethu hayi kusuka namhlanje nje aphelile amathemba akhe kimi nje aphelile but angisophinde nje lo coach ngimnike any credit.
Yeah. Manje ubonani la kule game? Ningayiwina phela manje ngakora manje niyawina niyandlula.
Yeah, ukuwina bona le game singayiwina le. Izodependa kithi nama players ukuthi senza kanjani. Inkinga manje la esengilahleke khona usekhiphe uRhinus ofaka ubhuti manje lo mjidelo
Umuthiba, lebo Umuthiba.
Oh yeah, Umuthiba yeah. Ngicabanga ukuthi sekufike ekugcineni ekutheni hayi ngathi nayo uyagive up because le mjidelo angiboni into azoyenza la.
Yeah.
Angeke next lo muntu lo mfethu angifuni uqamba ama kunaloko nje le team izovela ikole linye igoli la.
Oh naba bayeza awu hey.
Futhi yazi ngihluleka nokukhuluma ngiyabonga bhuti.
Okay, thank you phela batasne.
Athi bhuti.
Uthini tasne?
Orata uthi.
I
think I'm the only one person who's happy in this country.
Why?
Hayi, Timo onwabileyo kule country. Hayi, that's good for me, bra. I like the score. Serious. As a Pirate fan, that's what I wanted. Ba, kwenze gol hlobo, bra. Yabo. Sundowns made big mistakes even kwi starting lineup, but they made a flop starting lineup.
Yeah.
Yabo. So, mna bra, I'm happy mna Pyramids can lift the cup ithathe as the champions of Africa. Because beside that, Sundowns yayidelela Pyramids too much.
Yeah.
Give them too much space to penetrate their last line of the defense. Give them space to create more chances to score. Otherwise, Sundowns from Nagle game, coach, I think coach was disappointed too much because how can we game supposed to learn we match last week 1-1.
Yeah.
Suppose ufundile baba. Zwane supposed to start the league, but Zwane was out.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to Sundowns good defense, Sundowns defense was never challenged. Especially, I think there were two teams that challenged Sundowns defense through all this season. It was Pirates, Chiefs. And then they exploit the Sundowns weakness. Yeah, but Pyramids, they took notes according to those games. Coming to this game today, Pyramids show hunger. Pyramids show they wanted this more than Sundowns. And then the spoon is kumbule. This is the first half for Pyramids, bra.
Okay.
Since I think their finalists was 19 something. Yeah, bo.
Yeah.
And then I like this hunger from Egyptians today.
Okay.
Yeah, I was ruling for Egyptians today. As a Mapakania, yeah. I think now Sundowns fans know how painful it is to lose against Egyptian team in their home ground. They said
Okay.
most we came there
Yeah.
and then we take pyramids for granted. They do the same thing today. What we did to pyramids in that 3-2.
Yeah.
That's what they did today.
Mara for
That they
time,
it
but
feels good when it's done by them.
yeah, Mara for time just nay, for time just nay. Every beginning of
But the
welcome to the
Honmaniaga,
show. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. I've been
Okay, Buddha.
waiting, but I won't say
Sabura.
much. Eh?
No,
Yeah,
tell me,
I
2-1. Yeah.
no, I gave up when it was 2-0 already.
But you could get something.
Yeah, this time, we might get something. And our coach came in with surprises like Motiba.
Yeah.
I hope he scores because he's getting 35 and I'm 35.
What did Sundowns get right or wrong in your eyes in this game?
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
Every time our mistakes always cost us. Other than that, coach ngamblame bangabashintsha ngaze kube ngisho Pitso naye same thing ingenzeka siyibona. Yeah.
Okay.
So kunzima. And ama-cups ala ekhaya asikho kuwona kakhulu i-CAF nje enye ikhalela.
Yeah. Okay.
Masiyiluza ke le sayodliwa futhi nase-America. Yabo nje ipain iloku yes.
Akunapain. Mara for time, mara champine mara. Ugosi for time.
Alright, thank you, my brother.
Let me go to GT.
Sure.
GT, what are you saying?
Sure. Yeah, get to blame coach or the player. I can recognize Sundowns here.
Mara who said 10 minutes in yana man.
Still, Sundowns has a team in the last minute, unless maybe Al Ahly, I guess, not Pyramids, man.
Yeah.
Renya did it too much or something. I can understand you.
Yeah.
Larga winner, man. It's not gonna land the same.
Hey,
One
you
quarter 30 minutes behind. Ish. What's that?
GT.
Get 3-1.
Hey. Oh, I'm for Sundowns score.
Oh, get 30 seconds behind, man.
Oh, try one.
Ish.
Mara, repair.
More. Robert, yeah, I guess. Because last game, obviously, showed up.
Yeah. Okay, and then Cardoso.
Oh, yeah. Mare, more, wow. Ish. Yes. But it 24 minutes. The VR is the reshapi. So, but 35 minutes.
Marapodako, GT. If fellas one came in.
I give on 2-1 in now.
Okay. No, GT, thank you so much, guys. We're heading into the last, hopefully 10 minutes for Sundowns to get something here. It is still 2-1 Pyramids leading Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns has actually found their way into the box. Now, this is what's interesting about the CAF Champions League. We're into what we call a critical phase. Last 10 minutes of the game. Pyramids has chosen to defend. There was a point there where Ukochwabo was trying to push them forward, was trying to say, guys, let's go because you cannot defend. And that is something very interesting about this game. Pyramids sort of switched off the thing that they do well in order for them to maybe see out a game. And maybe they learned now that, hey, guys, you can't allow Mamelodi Sundowns to be getting that ball. For those like speaking about Coach Rulani used to love games like this because at the end of the game, they'd throw the kitchen sink at the other team and somebody would slip, somebody would fall, somebody would do something. So it goes again to that thing we always speak about where you say, if you're defending, you have to be dangerous, dude, because if you're not dangerous, the other team is just going to hit you and hit you and hit you until something breaks. And that is what Mamelodi Sundowns is going to try to do here. Bringing in Motsepe, having Shalulile there, gives them a physicality within the box. And maybe he's hoping that they can win a foul or two or something inside the box and maybe get a penalty, get some free kicks around that side, really compete with those Pyramids defenders towards the end, which again is what we call helicopter football. So it all comes down to the helicopter. Pyramids, on the other hand, I think Fiston Mayele is out. I think Fiston Mayele is done for this game. I think they're not going to push as many people forward, even though Sundowns is coming at them pretty hard. So let's see what's going to happen here. It's an end-to-end game, and end-to-end games tend to fit Pyramids a little bit more. But here comes Mamelodi Sundowns. There is 10 minutes. 10 minutes added on. 10 minutes of time has been added on to the end of the game. Sundowns, Ribeiro. Oh, Sales was looking for back heel there. Oh, okay. This is going to be hectic. This is going to be a heavy ending here. Sundowns plays the ball in. Goalkeeper El Shanawi has it in his hands. Okay. Yaliwa, guys. Yaliwa empilweni. Let's see if they can get something here. But yeah. Okay. Remember, if it stays like this, obviously Pyramids wins. But then if Sundowns is able to sneak a goal from somewhere, then they win on the away goals rule. Let me go to Bongs. 2-1. Tem?
Yeah. Yo. Sundowns are now fighting.
Oh, Mayele.
Yeah, man. He could have finished the game. He could have just finished the game there.
Orenka game box.
Yo, Sundowns have woken up now.
Yeah.
And it's strange that they're now playing helicopter football because it's not what they're used to playing.
Yeah.
Sundowns are not used to helicopter football. It's strange to see Sundowns play like this.
But it's working.
Sundowns are a team with million passes. Yes, it's working, but it's working way late. They should have
10 minutes. Surely something can be. They can get something in the 8 minutes that's left.
Yes, something, but no miracle will happen. I'm not hoping for Sundowns to even get that goal.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping for the.
So Sundowns is Shotakang Sundowns.
The finishing touch, the end product, that's what's missing for Sundowns up front. They need to just get that ball in the back of the net if they want to win this game. It's all in their hands now.
Okay. Bongs, let me bring in Sentabo. Sentabo, welcome.
OT, unjani mfowethu?
Hey, 7 minutes in stressed man. Ngifuna ukubona ukuthi uzowina bani la.
As I said, the first game, no Zwani, no party, baba. This guy is trying to play helicopter football with a material that cannot play that kind of football.
Yeah.
Sundowns is good on keeping possession and finding spaces. This guy is trying to change that. Ribeiro, he is good in PSL, however they give him space. In Africa, he never gets space. He does not perform. You need Zwani here who can play on half turns and small spaces, Baba. That's the only way Sundowns could have won. Yeah. And then at the back, Ufunani, why are you putting Libusa? Libusa cost you against Ahly. You were almost out. You are still playing Libusa while you have Dragon, said Umvala, who can close down Mayel. You are playing. That guy. If Sundowns goes to Club World Cup with that guy, they are done, Baba. They are done.
So then, but I want to ask you something. I want to ask you on the pyramid side, how do you play the next 6 minutes?
The next 6 minutes is very simple. Sundowns does not play with crosses. Moreover, they have put in Shalulile and Ulebu. That is the same player. You have also Sales. So just allow Sundowns to keep on making those useless crosses and then relax. Have two players up front. Shy counter. You have shut the game. You're done.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't make sure that just make sure that you don't drop any ball right in front of the D, because Tebogo Mokwena is quite dangerous. But then other than that, you are done. This game is over. The coach Sundowns cost the team. We have to be honest. He cost the team. In PSL, he could come all egotistic, Sundowns has performed whatever club in PSL. We know Sundowns has the material to simply outcompete PSL Ngoba. Sundowns is competing against Pirates. Against any other team, there is no team against Sundowns. It's automatic. But you come to Africa, you don't put structure, you are over. Club World Cup, this guy is going to embarrass Sundowns. No Zwani, no party.
For times and Tabo, I'm going to jump in. We are heading into the last 5 minutes of the game. Mamelodi Sundowns has a corner. They are trying to score, make it 2-2, and that would mean that Mamelodi Sundowns would have won the Champions League should that happen. But if the score stays like this, Pyramids wins their first Champions League trophy of their history. So let's see what's going to happen here. Guys, I'm going to let the last 3 people in because we're getting into squeaky bum time. So guys, please, when you come in, I'm going to give you a minute. Hit it. CJ? CJ, last minute, man.
But I just went out, I came back. Now these people are I'm a Pyramid Chiefs. What are they doing? What are they doing? This was supposed to be a signed, sealed deal.
Yeah,
we have made a pact. There is no team that is going to get a second star here until we receive our first.
Yeah.
That Pyramid Chiefs are disappointed, but we are sitting on the edge. We are watching, but anyway, Mr. Oti.
How should both teams approach these last few minutes?
Look, Sundowns now, it's sink or die. Throw everything in. Pyramid, they know that spaces are going to appear. They have to be ready for those spaces and to ensure that they hit them with a low punch that will sink the snake to River Nile, and it will never appear again. You forget, these people forget. You can't bring a snake to Egypt. Learn from Moses. They just hold it by the tail and it becomes a stick. You can't come here depending that bayiqhobe ebondeni inyoka la Egypt abadlali nayo. They say it's a goal.
There's no goal for time. Very quickly.
Mr. OT.
Yeah.
This whole time, if you have to score against a South African team, we will scrutinize that goal. We will check the leather. Were you using the right boots and everything? This game is also set up nicely for Sundowns. Mr. OT.
Yeah.
Throw it in the Pumangale. Satin Labole. Umuta Kichima. As I throw a pension in the Sundowns, people are Pumangale. How finiel on the Sundowns right now. It's unfair, Mr. OT, but I still think there's something for Sundowns here, Mr. OT.
Okay. How are they gonna get it?
At this point, it doesn't matter, Mr. OT. Penalty nyana, handball nyana, putu nyana, nyaguaz, Mr. OT. At this point, Yaliwa manje, Yaliwa. And saselebo ma 5 minutes. Misongaboni watch listen 2 minutes. Saselebo ma 5 minutes. Not every hours between 7 wakhe. Yini la. He's on duty. Whether I'm not saying appointed by Dr. Patrice. I am just saying we know how power works. Mr. Saba said, Mr. OT, we compliment you on your shoes. No matter we don't like your shoes. We say beautiful suit. Even if we don't like your suit, that's the power of power. You understand? Whatever we ask, Galamalaga show nala. Get what up in 99, Mr. OT, every 10 minutes. But in his 100 minutes today. We're going on. But in his is equalize Sundowns. Outside 99. Yeah, equalize Sundowns. See what us honke. We are born for to baby face. We are born in some Gucci. Sicily available fit. But the end of hey, Combi Center, Dale winner. ungazothi uyareviewa la ungazositshela wena.
Mara, what time? What time? Let me bring in Kosikona. You've got a minute, my brother. It's the last minute of the game according to the clock. How do we feel about this game?
Angiyibuki nokuyibuka ke mina ngomlungu namhlanje ngibhithekile. Kodwa nje ngiyabona nje ukuthi laba lokhu ithi nje shwi kithi abadliwe. Abadliwe. We kusele how many minutes manje lapho?
Sele 20 seconds.
Ngeke iphelile lonto le. Egypt abakwathe njeke stop la bafuna kube yithini esithola iChampions League yesibili iqala before bebuye lomqondo. Noma ngaspenda ama-billions isazobaqhubela nje.
Guys.
Hayi. Babethi phela bazoyidla kalula bona parapite ngoba yakhipha thina. Ayiqhube nje yini
nazo.
Ayiqhume. Phelile umdlalo. Yabona nje phelile umdlalo konke.
Hayi, okay. Hayi no.
Ekseni nje. Ngizobuka kahle ngiphuma emsebenzini ngingajike ndawo ugeze ngihleli kusofa sengiresele ngasothi idliwe izinja.
Mara, for time, because guys, we're gonna analyze the game tomorrow, 7 p.m. I will be here, but Sundowns, yo nama.
Ziyakhala anyway ziku-loudspeaker and hayi khona into off. Hayi khona into off. Hayi ziyakhala ke manje. Ziyakhala ke manje.
Guys, there's always next year, man.
Hayi wabe kuukuthi ke sesivukela khona ke futhi sayophinda futhi sizame asipheli moya sizama kuze kulunge ngoba sini
Pyramids are the 2024-2025 CAF Champions League champions, the first star in their history. Mamelodi Sundowns falls 2-1 today and 3-2 on aggregate. They are unable to bring the second star back to South Africa. It was not a very good game from Mamelodi Sundowns, but all we can say before I go is... Hey, agent, I'm gonna let you speak.
Where will we hide from now? Where will we hide from now? Yo. Good game, interesting game. Truth be told, Umudiba and Okekana lost us this game, but a good display by Cardoso. I think once he brought to Shalile and Umudiba, we look more of a threat. I'm not going to call on Tambers one, but we look more of a threat to those two. So, yeah, man, I will take the loss, and
agent, another year, more mistakes. Again, a Sundowns coach is not beaten by tactics, is not beaten by being necessarily outplayed. They just can't get it over the line with these mistakes. How do you fix this? Because I shame.
Maybe buy an entire 11. Maybe new players should start because it's always the experienced players, eh? It's always the experienced players, you know. But I don't know, you know. I think it's more psychological, and I think maybe the fans also have a hand in this, you know.
I saw the drum standing there, the drum guy standing there, not hitting the drum lane.
No, I mean the reverse psychology of Ozwan, I think is the fans, you know, because coach had to have Nkana that this is my team, you know, and even the body language from the guy, he was sitting down there, you know, looking distraught, you know, while the teams were standing up in the last 10 minutes, he was sitting down, you know.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how we go from here, you know, but there's nothing much I can say. Missed chances, mistakes, that's all that can happen, man.
Okay, no, guys, I'm not gonna stay too long. I'm gonna go now, but all I can say is unlucky Masandawana. Incredible campaign up to this point, but you know, I always tell you guys that the Champions League is not something that plays out by tactics. It's not something that plays out because you played better. Sometimes it just comes down to moments. And unfortunately, Mamelodi Sundowns, again, they repeat, the mistakes of Mvala. With 2 mistakes in this game. A set piece is the undoing of Mamelodi Sundowns. And I guess it goes back to the thing that we always say on the show, that you want to go and play these games, you want to go and do this, but here it's about mentality. Pyramids did not outplay Sundowns all the way and all of that stuff. They just wanted it more. And because they wanted it more, I said it, they played how they play, they wanted it more, they ran for 90 minutes, they took their chance. I still believe Mamelodi Sundowns may be overthinking this entire thing, maybe overthinking this entire Champions League thing, because now, again, they've fallen at the final hurdle. They've finally gotten over the big one, the semifinals, and they get here and they lose to Champions League debutants. So, yeah, for me, well done to Pyramids. I think they were incredible today. I think they made sure that Mamelodi Sundowns was not going to play at all. And they took advantage of the mistakes that were made. Pyramids has now beaten both of our best teams in South Africa. They've been able to get past them. And they're well worth their Champions League win. But Masanawana, itabona na usane. Unfortunately, bye everyone.